just didn't even seem real to me at first, like what was happening.
A calm afternoon shattered at the University of Texas.
Everybody was scared. It was kind of a sense of shock.
A young man on a rampage attacks 4 students with a knife.
I'm still shocked. You know, it hurts.
Tonight, we talk to one of the suspect's classmates as the search for answers continues. The Night Beat starts now. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Rush. Quita Culpepper joins us live from the University of Texas. Quita, there are several new developments in this story in the past few hours.
That's right, Mike. The most recent new development this evening, the victim in this deadly stabbing here on the UT campus has been identified. His name, Harrison Brown. The Graham Independent School District west of Fort Worth says he just graduated from high school last year. In a Facebook post, they say Harrison was, quote, an inspiration to everyone around him. Now, witnesses say a young man came up to Harrison and 3 other people, stabbing them this afternoon at UT, right by the Gregory Gymnasium. Police were able to track down this man, Kendricks J. White, and arrest him. We'll hear from a student who says he had a class with White in just a moment, but first, so many students and parents are left wondering why. KVUE's Tina Shively was one of the first crews on the scene this afternoon. She's live across the campus tonight where those moments of chaos erupted earlier. Tina?
That's right, Quita. It certainly quieted down out here tonight, but the stabbing happened this afternoon when thousands of students were here outside Gregory Gym. Take a look at what it looks like here tonight. You can see just a couple of officers here on the scene. That crime tape's still up. But imagine what it looked like this afternoon. The area packed with students, many standing and staring at the police chaos, trying to sort out just how this could happen in broad daylight. It was a series of events freshman Rachel Pritchett could have never imagined.
When I turned around and saw the guy, he was like right there. I could have maybe touched him.
She was standing in line at a food truck next to Gregory Gym when alleged stabber Kendricks J. White took out his hunting knife.
And he just grabbed this guy that was standing like right there next to me by the shoulder and shoved it into his back. And then I didn't even realize what was happening because I was so shocked.
She took off running to her nearby dorm. Moments later, fellow freshman Jude John was just leaving the cafeteria and saw White in handcuffs. It didn't take long for him to realize something very serious was happening.
It seems surreal. It doesn't seem like it actually happened, and it's a sense of shock. You don't know what to think.
Pritchett says her mom and dad worried about sending her to UT after the murder of Haruka Weiser made national news last year. She was able to calm their fears until now.
And I always tell my parents when they're worried, like, oh, it's okay. You know, my dorm is right in the middle of campus. Nothing's going to happen here. Apparently not.
Very scary situation for a lot of students, and tonight they're still trying to sort out exactly what happened here. We do have another update for you, Quita. 2 of the 3 victims of the stabbing here today have been released from the hospital. Back to you.
That is good news. Tina, thank you. And while the students were taking cover and getting away from that situation this afternoon, UT police say they did text students about the incident, but they did not use the emergency siren.
Siren would have indicated there's something else going on, like a lockdown or something along those lines. However, as soon as the officers arrived, they took the individual into custody, so there was no ongoing threat at that point.
Now, it took UT police about 2 minutes to get to the scene of the stabbings. They took White into custody at that time. Here's that arrest video again. Now, what do we know about him? We know he's a junior at UT. He is 21 years old and a biology major. He has a previous DWI arrest. But tonight, a classmate says he didn't see White being able to do something like this. The Night Beat's Brandon Jones has those details. He's back in our newsroom tonight. Brandon?
Well, Quita, we spent about an hour with Corbin Springer. You know, as expected, his emotions were all over the place. But one thing he told me tonight was that he's hurt by everything that happened today. Now, Corbin says he met White this semester, and he seemed like everything was okay. Springer says things changed about a month ago when White stopped coming to a few biology classes that the two had together. Now, Springer says White came back to school about a week ago saying he was depressed and had been arrested for a DUI. White stated to Springer that he was not drunk, yet suffering from seizures. Now, Springer tells us that when he saw the photo taken of White moments after that stabbing, he just could not believe it was him.
I'm still shocked. You know, it hurts in my gut. I don't know why or how to feel. There's some numbness, some shock. I still am waiting to wake up from the bad dream. That's unbelievable. I talked to this man, I looked him in the face, had conversations with him.
Now, Springer made several posts on Twitter telling people about White. Of course, there was mixed reaction to those posts tonight. However, just within the last hour, Springer is one of many students trying to get a vigil or service planned for the victims involved here. Quita?
All right, Brandon, thank you. And as you can imagine, so much fear on this campus throughout the day and into the evening. And across campus following the stabbings here, rumors ran wild of potential other attacks or targets on West Campus. The Night Beat's Jason Puckett joins us tonight with more. Jason, people want to know, were any of those threats valid?
Well, hey, Quita, we do have to acknowledge there was an additional stabbing here on the corner. We're standing 26 in Nueces, but I shouldn't have said additional, pardon me. APD has made it very clear these two stabbings were completely unrelated. The information for that, they are asking folks to help out if they did see anything in this area. But the Greek folk in this community we did speak with today said the issues lining up timing-wise, even though APD say they are unrelated, has them taking extra security precautions tonight. When the knife attack started Monday, students like Ramiasi suddenly saw chaos.
Running through the lobby, screaming, telling you to hide. Like, I had no idea what was going on.
I was swimming laps at Gregory today, and then all of a sudden, all the lifeguards stood up and were like, everyone out of the pool.
For Regan Bazarski, a sorority board member, the chaos didn't end there. She got a ride back to her sorority house on West Campus, where rumors started circling of more possible attacks and more danger. Members of Campus Greek Life who've been targeted with graffiti messages in recent weeks were taking precautions regardless.
So we sent out an email Google form to all the members to see where they were, and then we sent out an email to all the parents saying that everyone was safe and accounted for.
Their sorority, which they wish to keep anonymous, also hired a second security guard for the night.
Anyone, I feel like, should feel unsafe in this situation. Like, it's like scary out there. You never know who's going to be the one holding a knife, or like those poor kids who are just there, like, minding their own business to get stabbed. That's just terrible. Like, I couldn't even imagine. So.
And Quita, I want to reiterate one more time the incident here at 26 in Nueces. We're told those involved are okay tonight. And again, APD says the two are completely unrelated tonight. That said, UT do tell us they are maintaining extra police forces in the area and extended bus hours tonight just to be cautious. For now, here live in West Campus, I'm Jason Puckett, KVUE News, Night Beat.
Thanks, Jason. Now, UT did cancel classes and all events on the campus for the rest of the evening tonight, but classes will resume as normal tomorrow. And in response to these attacks, the UT Counseling and Mental Health Center has extended hours for any student that needs support or just wants to talk. They'll be open until 7 p.m. tomorrow night and Wednesday night. And the center also has a crisis line open 24/7. That number is 512-471-2255. And this has been a day of shock, violence, and unfathomable loss here on the UT campus for so many people. UT President Greg Fendez says his heart is broken at the thought of any student having to go through this sort of tragedy. The UT family has been through it before, and we know that they will band together and make it through once again. And we will keep you updated on the very latest in this developing story here and on KVUE.com. Mike, back to you.
All right, Quita, thank you. Just such a gripping and terrible story out there at UT. In other news today, Austin City Council member Greg Kassar and 17 others arrested today for criminal trespassing.
United in the struggle, we shall not be moved.
The group, which included religious leaders and community members, staged a sit-in at Governor Greg Abbott's business office there to protest Senate Bill 4, which mandates all law enforcement honor ICE detainers. Those arrested were issued citations for criminal trespassing and then released.